Welcome, everybody. My name's Sarah. Thank you for joining us on Bulldog Online. Whether you're in the studio or at home, we have a 30-minute Activate class today. Great class for the morning, but a gentle flow you can take throughout any part of the day. So let's get started.
Inhale, send it high. Stay for the exhale. Everyone looks awesome. Hold it here. You guys got this. Hold for 3.
All right, today we're going to start laying down on our mats in a pose that we call conscious resting pose. It'll feel like we're setting up to take a bridge, so pull your heels in toward your seat. You're laying flat, spine is down on the floor, and bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, and let the eyes close. So we're starting nice and slow. Maybe it's the morning or early afternoon if you slept in. Just start to breathe slowly in through the nose and out through the nose. Taking a few moments to focus on our breath helps us to relax and stay focused, some talent that we can take into the rest of the day. So take one more breath here. Feel the belly lift as you inhale, and then exhale, slowly release the breath. You can flutter the eyes open, and then gently pull your right knee into the chest. Left foot can stay rooted on the floor. The hands wrap over your right shin, and just take a breath here, and the exhale, pull the knee toward your chest. So a little warming up of our legs before we start to add some bigger movement. Take a breath here. On your exhale, pull your knee toward your armpit, letting the hip just gently open to the side. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, release the grip. Send your heels straight up to the sky, just like you were kicking your foot to the ceiling. Wrap your arms overhead, grabbing opposite elbows with your hands, making a little box, and start to bend and straighten your leg again, just like you were pressing your heel right up to the sky. Welcoming movement into our bodies from the ground up. Just take another moment here, one more breath in. And as you exhale, hook your right ankle over the top of your left knee. We're coming into a supine figure 4. You can stay right here or release the bind from your head. Maybe use your right hand to add some gentle pressure to the right leg, pressing your knee forward. If you feel really open, you can wrap your hands behind the left leg, coming a little deeper. But it's pretty early, maybe early in the day or definitely early in our flow, so be gentle with these stretches. Take a breath in and relax on the breath out. Release both feet back to the floor, back to where we started. Let's take it on the left side. Pull your left knee into your chest, hands wrapping around the top of your shin. Keep breathing here. Deep inhale. Exhale the knee a little toward your armpit. Tiny hip opening. One more inhale. On the exhale, release your heel to the sky. Shoot it right up to the ceiling. And then take the hands overhead. Make the box around the crown of your head. Opposite grip. Start to bend and straighten into the leg. Big or little bends, nothing crazy here. Flexing your left foot while you're moving. Take one breath in. And then on the exhale, cross ankle over the top of your right thigh. All the options, keep your hands where they are. You can release your grip, press your left hand to the top of your knee, or wrap your hands behind your right leg, taking the pose a little deeper. Moving slowly, breathing slowly, no need to rush into our flow or into our whole day. Take a breath in and release the pose on your breath out. Let's take a full body stretch. Reach your arms overhead, shoot your toes toward the top of your mat. Make little loose fists with your hands. Roll Just roll the wrists out, maybe a couple rolls of the ankles. One more full breath, biggest breath so far. And then exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Start to rock and roll back and forth. We'll come up to your seat, cross the ankles, and roll over into tabletop. So any way you get there is great. And table, we'll take 2 rounds of cat-cows together. On your inhale, drop your belly to the floor, open the heart forward, gaze up with your eyes. Exhale, reverse the pose. Press through the heels of your hand, arch the spine to the sky, head is relaxed. Inhale as your cow, a little deeper. Feel your sits bones reach the ceiling. Exhale is your cat, big arch through the back, a nice puff between the shoulder blades. Inhale, come back, flat spine, tabletop. We're gonna move into puppy pose, so your hips stay right over the knees. Start to slowly walk your hands forward. It's gonna feel a little bit like child pose in the upper half. Well, the stretch is deeper, keeping our hips lifted, the chest, the shoulders drop down toward the floor. Keep pressing through the palms. Elbows are lifted up off the mat. Nice job. Breathe here. Inhale. Chest drops a millimeter on the exhale. Nice and easy. Start to walk your hands back into tabletop. Hands beneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Take a breath in. Tighten your belly. And exhales, downward facing dog. Shoot your hips up and back. Nice down dog. Walk it out. Bend in one knee, into the other. Focus on pulling the armpits toward your knees and finding length through the back. So nice bend through both legs. We'll find a greater stretch through the spine. Bring your heels in line with one another. Take a full inhale. And start to walk your hands to your feet on your exhale, coming to a forward fold at the back of your mat. Widen your feet to the hip width distance. They can come a little wider. We're setting up for ragdoll pose. So take your hands, grab opposite elbows, just like we did at the start of our class today. And let the upper half of your body just melt over your thighs. You can sway side to side. I like to bob up and down, using some movement to loosen up from your low back all the way through the top of your head. Take one more inhale where you are. The exhale, release your fingertips down to the floor. If you widen your feet, heel toe, big toes back together, leaving a little bit of space, a little light between your heels. On our inhale, we'll find a half lift and hold. Let your hands draw up to shin or thigh, working to press into the palms, making your back long, flat, and stable. Take a breath in, and exhale, release, forward fold. This time, nice and easy, nice and slow, roll all the way up to standing. We'll meet in our high mountain pose. Peel your arms up by your ears, but melt your shoulder blades away from your head. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your inhale, stand a little bit taller. Your exhale is a side sway. Drop your right arm, reach up and over with the left. Gaze to the sky if there's no pain in your neck. Stay here. Little weight shift into the knife edge of your left foot. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, let's reach up through our high mountain, reset. Exhale, take it to the other side. Full side stretch from your right ankle all the way through the fingertips. Big breath in. Even bigger breath out. Inhale back to high mountain. Widen your hands. Make a V with your arms. Inhale, lift up through the crown of your head. Exhale is a tiny back bend. Think about lifting the chest up and back. Inhale's high mountain pose. And exhale, dive into your forward fold. This inhale is a half lift, flat back. Exhale is a release, relax, fold. Inhale right back into our high mountain pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. We're adding a nice neck stretch here to start our day. Drop your arms along your sides. Take your right hand, wrap it around your back, clasping your left elbow, forearm, inside of your arm. Any bind is great. Take a breath here. On your exhale, drop your right ear toward your shoulder. Just let gravity pull the head down, finding the stretch on the left side of your neck. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release the arms, bring your head through center, fill the lungs, switch the grip, left hand behind the back to clasp your right arm. Take a breath in, and let your left ear fall toward your shoulder as you exhale. One more breath in. Release the bind on your breath out, head lifts back to center. Inhale, arms up overhead, stretch tall. Exhale, clasp your hands at the low spine. Try to hug the heels of the hands together. If they come apart, don't stress. Inhale, puff the chest open. Exhale, slowly fold over the legs. Big or little bend through the legs. Maybe you feel the hands lift off the low back. Keep a little bend through the elbows. Take a breath in. Bring your hands to your back to release the grip. Hands fall to the floor, forward fold. Take a half lift here, lengthen. And exhale, slowly walk your hands forward, downward facing dog. Down dog. On your inhale, lift your right heel up to the sky. Foot is flexed like a dolphin fin. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, fan your hip open. Pull your right hip bone up over the left. Take a big circle with the knee, one direction. Take a big one the other direction to loosen up your hip joint. And we'll inhale, re-square your hips, heel soars to the sky. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, plant your foot between your hands. Find a low lunge here. Your knee stacks directly over the ankle. Pull your left heel up over the toes. Take a breath in. And then drop your left knee to the floor. Lift the chest, lift the arms. We find a low crescent lunge. Clasp the fingers together. Press your hands to the base of your neck. Inhale, and exhale's a little back bend. Press your head into your hands. Keep the elbows wide. Next, inhale, release arms to the sky. Lift the chest. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Sweep your right hand back. Inhale, back to center, arms by your ears. Exhale, gently extend your right leg, half split. Moving nice and slow. On your inhale, bend into your right knee. Sweep your arms up, our low crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist, just like we did before. Inhale, bring it forward. And exhale, half split gently. You don't need to straighten the leg all the way. We'll take that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up, bend into your right knee. Open arm twist, twisting through the core of the chest on the exhale. Inhale, take it forward. And exhale into your half split and hold here. Breathe, flex your right foot. Using a physical release through all of these stretches to create a mental relief we can take out and off of our mat. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, walk your right hand to the inside of your legs. We're still in our half split. Walk your hand all the way over to the left side of your space. Pivot your right foot behind you like a little kickstand. So take a moment. Your right toes can stay poking up to the sky, or the whole foot can root down into the floor. Bring your hands to your hips, lift up your chest. If you feel stable in the low body, reach your left hand up to the sky as you inhale, and exhale, bring it up and over for a side body stretch on the left. The inhale takes us back through center, extend both arms to the sides of the room. Exhale, carefully drop your left hand to the floor beneath your shoulders. Reach up and over with the right. You'll feel the stretch foot all the way through the hand. The inhale, gently come up through center. Use the core to lift the chest. Bring your hands back to the floor in front of you. Gently walk your hands forward. We'll come back through our half split. Bend into your right leg. Tuck your left toes under. Low lunge for your inhale. Plant the hands, step back to high plank as you exhale and hold. So building a little fire in our high plank through the core, through the whole body. Take a breath in. Nice and slow as you exhale, lower to your belly. Let your elbows graze the side bodies as you come down. Maybe the knees drop for support. Setting up to take 2 baby cobra poses. Keep your hands right where they are. On your inhale, press the hips, the toes down, lift the chest. Exhale, release your forehead to the floor. Again, just like that. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the spinal muscles together, and then exhale, release your forehead down. Tuck your toes under, tighten your core, tighten the whole body. On your inhale, come up either through a tabletop or a high plank, and exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Take just a moment in down dog, little movement if that feels good. Come back to the breath. On your inhale, lift your left heel to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, fan the hip open. Work to keep the weight even in your palms by gazing toward your right hip. Take a nice big juicy circle with the knee one direction. Switch, take a big circle the other way. And then we'll inhale, square the hips, send your heel to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze and plant your foot between your hands, low lunge. 1 moment to set up the low lunge. And then drop your right knee down to the floor. Reach the arms up to the sky, lifting the chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, clasp the hands together behind the nape of your neck and press the head into the hands. So lift the chest up and open to the sky. Breathe here. On the inhale, reach the arms up, get tall. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Sweep your left fingers behind you. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, gently move into half split, extending your left leg, flexing your toes up to the ceiling. On the inhale, bend back into your left knee, arms reach up. Open arm twist on your exhale, chest to the left side. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send your hips back, half split. One more time here. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, twist open to the left side. Gaze back as far as you'd like. Inhale, center. And exhale into your half split and hold. Take a moment to find the benefits of this stretch, sending the breath to the hips, to your hamstrings. One more inhale. Bring your left hand inside the leg on your exhale. Start to walk both hands to the right side of your mat, sending your left foot behind you as a little kickstand. Your right foot behind you as a kickstand. Hands walk up to the hips to lift the chest. When you feel a stable base beneath your knee and your heel, reach your right arm up to the sky on the inhale. Nice side stretch on the exhale. Option to gaze to the ceiling. Inhale, lift the chest, extend the arms wide. And then exhale, take it to the back of your mat, dropping your right fingertips, right hand to the floor, up and over with the left hand. Inhale, use the belly muscles to lift the chest. Drop your hands down to the floor in front of you. Walk back to your half split. Careful as you pivot your hips. Bend into your left knee. Low lunge, tuck your right toes under. Inhale to prepare, open the chest. Exhale, step back to your high plank and hold. So we've been here in our high plank. Take one full breath. And again, exhale to your belly. Take it all the way down to the floor. Nice and slow, in control. Let your hands release down by your hips. Setting up for locust pose. Palms face the floor. On your inhale, lift your heart, your hands, and your heels up off the mat. So the only thing pressing down are your hips, the lower part of your belly. Take a breath in, lift a little taller. Exhale, release everything to the floor. Bring your hands back alongside the rib cage. Tuck your toes under, tight body. Inhale up through a high plank or tabletop pose. And exhale as downward facing dog, hips go high. Take a moment, come back to your breath. Big inhale. Even bigger exhale. On the inhale, lift up your right heel to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. It's a little different. This time we're setting up for a warrior one. Before we rise, take your left foot, bring it forward 6 or 12 inches, shortening your stance. Spiral your left heel down to the floor. All four corners of the feet are rooted. Stay low in your right lunge. Inhale, warrior one, lift the chest, lift the arms. Beautiful job. Sinking into your lunge to feel the fire in your right quad. Try to pull the left hip forward. Might feel a little uncomfortable in the low body. That's okay. Being uncomfortable means we're getting outside of our normal boundaries. Take a breath in. Bring the hands to clasp behind your low back on the exhale. Inhale, puff open the chest, and humble warrior on your exhale. Melt your chest over the right thigh. Can relax the head, the neck if you're comfortable with your balance, but keep strong through the low body. Take an inhale here. Bring your hands back to your low spine as you exhale. Release the grip. Inhale, warrior one. Arms up by your ears. Open up to warrior two on your exhale. Look forward over your right fingertips. Flip your front palm. On your inhale, reach up and back. Reverse your warrior and hold. Little to no weight in the back hand. Take a breath in. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your right foot. Gently step back to high plank, and we'll meet right in downward facing dog. Always an option to throw a flow in there if you'd like, or take it easy today. From downward facing dog, inhale, lift your left heel to the sky, nice and high. Exhale, low lunge, plant your foot between the hands. Again, a moment to set up the low body, creating a stable base to help the whole pose in the end. Jump your right toes 6 or 12 inches forward, shortening your stance. Spiral your right heel to the floor, and then inhale, lift the chest, the arms, warrior one. If it feels really strange, you can widen your feet to help pull the right hip forward. Take a breath here. These look awesome. Exhale, hands clasp behind the back. Inhale is a little chest opener to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Chest reaches over the thigh, maybe toward the inside of your left leg to test your balance. Relax the head. This is a power pose in the low body, a surrender in the upper body. Last breath in. Bring the hands to the low spine as you release your grip. Next inhale is warrior one, lift tall. And then exhale is warrior two, open up. Flip your front palm, left palm to the sky, reach up and back, reverse your warrior, gaze to the ceiling. Take one more sip of air. The exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame your left foot, step back to your high plank, and we'll meet in our down dog. Take a full breath here together. Full breath out. On your inhale, lift up both of your heels. Look between your thumbs. As you exhale, take a big step forward. We'll meet in a fold at the top of our space. Halfway lift on the breath in. Melt forward on the breath out. Inhale, high mountain pose all the way up to stand. We'll set up for a tree pose, a gentle balance pose today. On your next inhale, lift your right knee up toward your chest, staff pose. Open your knee to the side to open your hip. And from here, lots of options. We want to bring the inside of our foot to the inside of the left leg. Foot can come to your ankle, your calf, or maybe all the way up to the inner thigh. Feel free to use your hand to pull the leg up, but avoid pressing into your knee, above or below. Root through your left heel. Grow tall through the fingertips. Maybe you sway your branches side to side, test your balance. Last breath in. Bring your knee forward and drop it to the floor as you exhale. Little shake, release. Let's take it on the other side. On the breath in, root through your right heel. Lift your left knee up to your chest, staff pose to start. Open the leg, the knee to the side to open up your hip, and then find where you'd like to plant your left foot. Ankle, calf, inner thigh. Maybe this side's different than the other, no stress. Grow through the fingertips. Maybe again, sway your branches, testing your balance. One more breath here. Bring your knee forward as you exhale, drop your foot to the floor, shake it out. Nice job. Beautiful forest inside the studio and at home. On your inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, highest mountain of our class. Exhale, forward fold, dive right down. Inhale, lift up halfway, nice long spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step to a high plank. And then press your hips right into down dog. Again, optional flow there if you'd like, never required. From our downward facing dog, take a breath in, resetting, reconnecting. Exhale here. On the inhale, lift up your heels, look to the top of your mat. We're gonna come to a seat. If you wanna hop onto your seat or just tiptoe, any way we get there. Extend your legs long in front of you. Point your toes right up to the sky. Take a seated forward fold. On your inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And then exhale, fall over the legs, reaching toward your feet. You can clasp around your ankles, calves, thighs. Lots of leg there for you to use as a bind. Relax the forehead down toward your knees. Breathing here. One more breath. On your exhale, release the bind. Inhale, lift the chest, the arms, and slowly lower to your back. Use the core to control the fall. And when you're laying flat, hug the knees into your chest, give them a little squeeze, and root your heels down on the floor. We're setting up for bridge, so it'll feel just like how we started. Heels hug in close, let your hands rest alongside the hips. On your breath in, press into your heels, press into the shoulders. Send your hips right up to the sky. Start to feel a nice bend through the spine. The higher you lift the hips. Press through the back of your neck to keep a nice, easy airway here. Always breathing.
It's what you have to do.
One more inhale. And let the hips slowly roll back down to the floor as you exhale. Take another round of bridge pose. Option to take full wheel if you want a full extension along the front line of your body. I'll cue wheel, but bridge is there for you to take again if you'd like. For wheel, palms plant alongside the ears, fingers toward your heels. Both poses on your inhale, lift the hips to the sky. Wheel pose, gentle extension through the elbows. All together, squeeze the knees another inch closer together. Last breath. On your exhale, slowly roll down all the way to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest again. Little rock side to side, back and forth to massage the spine. And then we'll come back to stillness to the center. Shoot your heels, both of them, just up to the ceiling. So you're stacking your ankles over the hips. This might feel really hard. It takes a lot of strength and flexibility just to hold your feet right here. Little or a big bend in the knees is awesome. So we're getting our feet over our head at least once a day. If this feels good, hang out for a few breaths. Option to take it deeper with a shoulder stand. For shoulder stand, you'll lift your hips up off the floor, pressing your heels into the ceiling. Hands find the low spine for support. Shoulder stand, try to wiggle your elbows a little closer together behind you to open the hips even more toward the back of your mat. Option to take plow pose, dropping toes over the head. Really deep extension across the spine here. Keep breathing even if it feels shallow. Plow pose, bend the knees so they come around the ears. Last inhale. And on the exhale, everyone will slowly roll down all the way, laying flat on your mat. Send your toes toward the front of the room. Give the hips a little shimmy, a little shake to reset your spine. And then on your breath in, squeeze your right knee into your chest. Keep the left leg long this time, adding a nice lengthening through the left hip flexor. Take a breath in, pull your right knee toward the armpit to open the hip. And exhale, supine twist. Let your leg drape across your body. Extend your right arm out to the side. Use your arm as a weight to hold your right shoulder on the floor. Let your chin fall toward your right shoulder, adding the twist on your neck for a full spinal twist. Breathe here. Next inhale, come back through center. We'll switch it out. Shoot your right leg long, pull your left knee into the chest. Take an inhale. And exhale for your supine twist. Leg drapes across and over. You'll feel your left hip pick up. The twist here is coming through our core, and our chest is nice, wide open to the sky. Beautiful job. One more breath in. One more breath out. Come through center. On your inhale, hug your right knee in. Both knees are squeezed into your chest. Start to rock and roll back and forth, coming up to a seat, just an easy seat at the top of our mat. Crisscross applesauce, whatever feels good. Hands just rest on the top of your knees. Sit nice and tall. Take a breath in, a full breath out, slowing down. Last time, one inhale here. And release, relax. Thank you to everyone that joined me in the studio and at home. We're so excited to see you in our next Bulldog Yoga class. Thank you.